It's Ritz. It's the Washington football team taking on the New York Giants.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Kareem Hunt.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 59 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Break one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
But enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fournette, a first down carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out of the gun now on third down. The open man is short. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. Let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jennings. Off the left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Giants.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jennings. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jennings. They'll find Everett there, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The ball carrier.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jennings. Him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. On 4th down, Jennings got a man. It's Mims. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, Jennings. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jennings over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Jennings. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of DJ Sharp. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, DJ Chark. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? It usually opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Leonard Fournette.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Giants.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Giants, first down.
Here's Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He was brought down at the 40.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running back over your best blocker.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. That is complete. He finds Sharp. They'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the second down throw on target. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here in this tough second half.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He's back to throw.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Able to connect with Mims.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Now Washington down by 4. And time, a huge factor. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to flip that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DJ J.J. Chark with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Giants 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington,
the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis...